I've been feeling like we should just show it all. Been holding hands, do it all. Shed a couple tears, do it all. Never let them see you sweat. I know you like it when I kiss your neck.
Go.
On vacation.
Go, hun. Go. Oh, what it be, what it do, what it don't. Solo. Yes. Mama Taylor in the kitchen. I decided to, it's not my kitchen, but I decided to do my Italian cheesy meatball subs for the girls. So I came over. I'm going to show y'all all of my ingredients. Got quite a few things. This is the sauce that I prefer to use, which is the Hunt's 4 cheeses. And I got my meat, of course. My ground beef. I use the Italian breadcrumbs. Some people use saltine crackers. That's, you know, to hold the meatballs together. But I use the Italian breadcrumbs. I have my eggs. I'm going to put 2 eggs in there. I throw a little twist to it. Now, this is the McCormick mild chili seasoning. It's not, the meatballs aren't going to be spicy or anything. It's just another little kick that I like to put, sprinkle, that I season on my meat when I do it. Of course, I got my garlic powder. I have my onion powder. I have my parsley flakes. And then I have my Parmesan cheese. And then I also have a blend mix of cheese that I'm going to put on top once the meatballs are done. And then, of course, my bread. But you can use whatever kind of sub bread you want. But I'm just showing y'all all of the ingredients. Oh, one last thing. I forgot. I usually add Worcestershire sauce in mine, too. I kind of put some of this same stuff in my meatloaf. The only thing, you know, that I'm not putting in it that I would normally put in my meatloaf is my bell peppers and onions. So let's get into the video. And I do have my gloves. I'm gonna wash my hands again and put my gloves on. Okay guys, I'm gonna get ready to start seasoning my meat, and I'm gonna put it all together. I do my meatballs over the stove. I have my little skillet I have right here that I'm gonna be using. Now some people put theirs in the oven. I guess similar that you can do when you're doing meatballs, but I feel doing it over the stove, that's quicker. I don't do mine in the oven. After I put them together, I put them over and I pour my sauce over in another pot, and I dip my meatballs in it and I let them simmer in the pot. So let me get started. Okay guys, getting my ground beef ready. This is about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. Just gonna mash it all together. I'm gonna put my 2 eggs in here before I start forming everything together. Put my onion powder. Putting my garlic powder. I mean, and you can put whatever seasons you want, but this is what I use. Put in my parsley flakes. this is, I'm just gonna open it up and get it on out. Okay. Gonna put some of my Worcestershire sauce. And that was probably like 3 tablespoons or so. Put my Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese in here. Then I'm gonna add my breadcrumbs. Then I'm gonna also season it. I almost forgot. Put my McCormick seasoning in here. And I usually get 2 packs, guys, because this is like a family pack. And I'm gonna mix all of this together. And then I'm going to form my balls. My balls. Now you can make the meatballs of whatever size you want. You can make some large balls or some small balls or medium-sized balls. Whatever you like. Now I'm putting my breadcrumbs. You could put about a cup of breadcrumbs. Now I'm getting to the nitty-gritty. I'm getting my hands. Woo! I'm just gonna mush all of this in together. And then I'm gonna start forming my balls. And y'all, you gotta get your hands dirty. So that's why I got these gloves on. And guys, another thing, I know a lot of people don't mention it. Not saying that they don't do it, but y'all saw all of the items that I was just handling. When I get finished, I usually wipe all of my seasonings back down. So when the next person comes behind me, I don't want to leave no bacteria, salmonella, nothing like that on my seasonings. Because sometimes you just be picking up stuff and you be handled, you don't want to cross-contaminate. So, yes. I don't know about everybody else, but I wipe all of my stuff back down when I get through cooking. And then once I do this, I'm getting rid of these gloves. Once I form my meatballs how I want them. Yes, 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 yes. And y'all, the flavoring is so good. But I like to make my meatballs about this size. I'm going to show y'all. And then I just roly. I'm rolling them together. I know my hands probably look funny with these gloves, but I just start rolling them like a little ball. Pat them little balls. Pat them little balls. Ooh. And y'all, they so good. They make you want to slap somebody. But I do my balls about this size because the size of my little hoagie little buns, I like at least 4 to fit in there. So I do my meatballs about this size. So as y'all can see, perfect little balls. So I start putting them in the little thing. In my little pan that I'm gonna do them over the stove in. So I'm just rolling. I'll let y'all see me roll a few more, and then I'm gonna get back with y'all once I finish rolling them together. And then you can put them on top. Another thing that people don't know that you could do is the rind, the end part of white bread. You could take all of that off and put that on there, and that'll help your meat to stay together as well. So that's another little old trick that you can do. But I'm gonna get back with y'all once I finish putting these together. All right, guys, so as you can see, I'm gonna tilt it just a little bit. My meatballs are in here. You hear them simmering. Here's my additional meatballs that I have that I still have to put in here. So I have to let these get done. Then here's my little pot that I'm gonna put my sauce in, and I'm gonna be letting it simmer. So guys, what you want to do is, you know, as they get done, you just roll them over. If you want to stick them in the oven after they get done, you can, but I'm not going to do that. Some people actually cook them in the oven, as I said earlier, but I don't put them in the oven. I think this is a quicker way to do it. And you're just going to kind of roll them over. Turn them over, and you're just gonna keep turning them over till they're done. Now, the bigger the meatballs, they have to cook longer. The smaller the meatballs, then you know, because you want to make sure they're done in the middle. And I have my eye kind of turned on medium. And I don't put any oil or anything in my pan because, as you know, the meat is going to make its own oil. Now, I use ground beef. You can use ground turkey, whichever your choice. The recipe should still taste the same. The key thing, you just have to make sure anytime you're using ground beef or ground turkey, you have to make sure you season it real good. And I'm just going to keep, you know, rotating them as I go. But I just always like this pasta sauce because it has the 4 cheeses. Now you can use whatever sauce you want. You could just use the plain tomato sauce. You can use the sauce that you usually use on your pasta, on your spaghettis, whichever one you like. But this is the one that we like, that I prefer to use on my meatball subs. Homemade meatball subs. And like I said, definitely drop down in the comments if you use my recipe. Let me know what you think, how it tastes. Because you're going to enjoy it. Your family is going to enjoy it. This is one of my quick little meals that my family really like. When I make it, they love it. The preparation for this meal is probably about, I would say, 45 minutes. 45 minutes to an hour. It doesn't take very long. Because like I said, at this point, once you get your everything in there, your seasonings, you're just going to keep rotating your meatballs until they're done. Now, before you put your meatballs over into your sauce, you are going to drain them. You do not put the grease that's in here over in it. No, you make sure you drain that off. Because if not, you're going to have some greasy sauce, and that you don't want. Now what I'm getting ready to do, I'm going to put a cover I'm gonna put a cover on these. I'm gonna get back with y'all. I'm gonna kind of let them simmer. I'm gonna put a cover on them so that the heat can go ahead and get in them, because I want the insides to be done. I'll be kind of checking on it, flipping it as I go, but I do want the insides, because as you can see, my meatballs are a little thick, so I do want the insides to be done. I don't want you to bite down. I don't want anybody to bite down in my meatballs and then it's red in the middle. Don't that just irk you when your mouth is ready for something and you bite down in it? Or a burger. Have you ever ate a hamburger or something and it wasn't cooked all the way in the middle? That is a pet peeve of mine. I ain't gonna even lie. And with these meatballs, I do not want my sauce, my cheese, everything on top of it. Then I get ready to bite, chomp down in it, and it's red in the middle. No, that's a no-no. So that's why I said I put a little top over here so they can really cook in the middle. Because as you can see, they brown fast on the outside. But you just can't go by that. You have to make sure they're done in the middle. So I'm going to let these simmer, cook. I'm probably going to let them, I'm going to be rotating them as I go, like I said. But I'm going to let them probably cook for about another 10 minutes or so.
It's a lit meat, boy.
Alright guys, everything is almost done. My potato slices are in. And well, once I get through, I'm going to let them do a taste test. And I'm going to let them rate my meatballs. So it's a homemade meatball sauce. I'm putting them together. As you see, my meatballs are done. My potato slices are done. I'm just putting the mayo on the bread. And don't they look yummy, yum, 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 yum. I'm going to get ready to do my taste test. So they can rate my meatballs. Now, this is the cheese. You use whatever cheese, but I did a blended cheese, the Kobe Monterey Jack cheese. You do whatever cheese you prefer. You can use sharp or mild cheddar cheese. So anyway. They're cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. Now, I did put these, I melted my cheese over in the microwave. I put them in the bowl, and I just sprinkled my cheese over it and put it in the microwave. And then I'm going to just add a little bit of my sauce over it. Okay, let me do one more. And I'm going to get their opinion and have both of them rated. Yeah, Bucky. I don't think Dee can handle these. I don't think Dee can compete with these right here. We're going to get her opinion now. I'm going to get the rest of this cheese. And I'm going to put it over it. Yes. So if you want it to be cheesy, you're going to, like I said, melt. Put your meatballs and just put them in like a little bowl, salsa pan, like what I got, a little salsa bowl. And put them in the microwave. Sprinkle your cheese on there and melt it. Oh. Okay. Let me wipe this off. All right, this is a taste test. I'm gonna get their opinion. Let me let y'all get a good glimpse before they bite down in it.
This is a big mama jamma. Gotta cut this mamma jamma.
And I need y'all to rate it, scale of 1 to 10. Okay, she 990. Yeah. Okay, what you think, Big B?
Okay.
Okay. Here, let's see what Quik B think.
Okay. I be licking fingers. That's pretty good, Mom. Good, good, good. I have to battle you on this
I
one.
like the texture of the meatball.
Okay.
Sausage flavorful.
Yeah, that's real. That's real good.
Okay.
That's real
Glad
good.
y'all like it.
Bread nice and moist.
Okay, so what
Not
rate
too-
from?
I give you a.
Yeah, 1 to
I
10.
give you a 9.
Okay, Big B getting them 9. Y'all know she said, hey, we got them busy. I gotta let her rate it. I gotta let Miss Angela rate it.
It's good, 9. They pass me that ketchup.
So, Quik B, what you rate? A scale of 1 to 10, what you rating? What you rating over there?
Well, I think you made meatball subs one time.
Hey, hey,
I'm just saying, I remember having yours. And I believe I gave you a 10 because it was great. I have to give this an 11.
Oh, now we gotta do battle of the meatballs. Battle of the
Just because
meatballs.
I remember having yours and I remember giving you a 10, but it's been so long. And
Okay, battle of
no,
the
you
meatballs.
gonna have to revisit that.
Get my ketchup.
Yeah,
Ketchup.
Nah, I gotta say the meatballs are nice and
No, she got that.
not too salty. Cooked at right temperature. Meat not too dry. It's not too crispy. Got a nice texture on it.
Big D don't get nothing.
Nah, it's kind of hard to make a good meatball.
It's okay.
Well, it's hard. But, so
It's okay.
Well, thank y'all for being contestants. Thank y'all for
welcome.
enjoying Mama Taylor homemade meatball subs. All right, guys, like, comment, and subscribe to Mama and Papa Taylor Reacts. Drop down in the comments other recipes that you guys want me to cook. And definitely let me know. If you try the recipe, let me know how it turned out. Love you guys. Bye. Undeniable and real youthful, the brand of the new millennium.
It's a lit meat, boy.